In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at composing messages on HootSuite, including scheduling them to be sent out at a later date, how to shorten URLs or web addresses, and looking at what the difference is in the networks that you can post to. Okay, so on HootSuite, your message window is up here on the top left hand side. If I click in there, that opens out a box in which we can start to write a message. So, there we go. So, type our message in there. Exciting, I know. You'll see down here at the bottom we've got utilities bar. So, we've got a link shortener, which allows us to put in a web address such as, and then hit the shrink button, and you'll see what that's done is that has shortened it. Now obviously on Twitter, you can see the countdown character here, we've only got 140 characters to play with, so shortening a URL is useful just so that you've got a bit more room and so that you can fit your whole message in there. Also within HootSuite, it shortens them with something called hourly links. And what this does is it means that that link is now trackable. So if you send this message out, every time someone clicks on it, it will actually send it to your analytics, which is down here. We'll be going through that in another tutorial, how analytics works, but it's just worth knowing that where possible, the link shortener is always worth using. We have an option to attach photo or a video file. This will ask us which network we're sending it to, because it does make a difference in terms of how it accesses them. So there we go. So if we're sending from our 3-man factory account, it just says upload photo, upload document, so on and so forth. Okay, but for the moment we're leaving that alone. We might want to just send the message straight away, in which case we could hit the send now button, or we might want to save the message as a draft if it was something that we were coming back to later. Drafts can also be used for messages that we write a lot. So if you've got a certain reply that often gets sent out, if you save it as a draft, you can come back to that later, clicking on it, and it will make it pop up in this menu to find those again. So if I remove that, click View Drafts, click on that, you can see it pops it up there. So it's a really good place to have kind of standard responses for stuff. So there might be a customer service question you get asked a lot, save it as a draft, and then you can come back to it anytime that you want. We can add a location as well. I'm not going to do that for the moment. Alternatively, if we were posting to Facebook or Google Plus, where we have circles or specific lists, and we can choose where we want the message sent to. But for the moment, we're looking at Twitter. Now, in scheduling, we can choose to send the message off at a certain date. So if I wanted to send this out at Friday morning, I could select Friday 9 AM, and then you see the message bar has changed instead from send to schedule. Okay, so that is how to send messages within HootSuite for Twitter. Now let's say for example though that we weren't sending in Twitter, we were adding this to our Facebook page. Okay, so if I select Facebook, you'll see a little bar that's come up, generating link preview. That's because Facebook is more rich in terms of the information that you can display. So this link here has become a more data-rich or content-rich area that it's going to post to Facebook. We can choose what thumbnail do we want to attach. Being the egotist that I am, let's say for example we're choosing myself, we can now remove this link from the message, and you'll see just down here, because we're posting from Facebook now, rather than having only 140 characters, we've got considerably more. I think it's about 420, something like that. So we can type no or more detailed message. Not much more, granted I give you that. got the same options for attaching images, files, for scheduling. For the moment we're not going to schedule, so you can see down here this is where we were going to send it out on. If I remove that, we've now just got a send now option instead. I won't hit that because the guys in the office will wonder why I'm posting a picture to our own website with my own face on it to our Facebook page with a fairly bland message. So that's how to use the messaging tab within HootSuite.